ladies and gentlemen, Jay Kubassek.
So what I want to do is talk a little bit about these intangible aspects of the business, the things that you can't really buy, the things that you can't really put your finger on, but they're there. They absolutely exist beyond a shadow of doubt. They are as real as the pen that's in your fingers right now. Aaron mentioned here about just making sure you get what you came for from this event. Meeting the people that are around you. Every one of you go to work and you do things for a boss, just like I did, that you may never actually consider doing for yourself. Like the effort and the game that you take to your job, the effort and the game that I took to my job every day. I mean, I was getting up at 6:30 in the morning. You know, a screeching alarm clock. You know, grab a coffee on the way to work, speeding, risking getting a speeding ticket, right? Rolling to work, you know, just put in my 10 hours, and I was doing this for like 50 grand a year, right? But I was doing it for my boss, I was doing it for the bonuses, I was trying to hit sales targets and quotas, and I was trying to lead a team, and I was really consumed in that. But when I think about it, it was a heck of a lot harder running that Midas shop in Topeka than it is for me now to run CarbonCopyPRO. Guys, when you create your own reality, and if you can learn how to channel whatever it is that you are doing right now in your profession, your job, and there's a lot of professionals in this room, if you could tap into 100% of your own potential, imagine how much more rewarding that would be. Imagine how much different your bank account would look. The secret to me has always been about providing more value than you take in the form of dollars.
These guys are the real deal. It's just raw leadership.
They've empowered many, many people. We have the key. I'm now in something of value.
It has absolutely changed the way I do business.
To me, compensation or remuneration is just a byproduct of your value to society. Think about that. Mike Dillard teaches this. A lot of the big names, the big marketers, the successful guys, they'll tell you that your income is really defined by your value to society. So it's pretty simple. Learn more skills, both the left brain technical skills like SEO and Google and that kind of stuff, and also the right brain, less technical things, more creative and more intangible, more leadership-driven skills of inspiring people, for example. Being able to really look at someone in the eye, even though you're doing it on the phone, proverbially looking at them in the eye, shaking their hand and saying, listen, Mr. Prospect or Mr. Customer, I can help you get where you want to go. Sincerely and authentically being listener-focused and speaking to them at their level. Not trying to pitch them on anything, not trying to sell them anything, not trying to take their money, not trying. As entrepreneurs and as sharks and as salespeople, we often are like a steam train who's just, you're on a mission to hit your sales quota or your goals or make the money that you want to make so you can go have a great time, but you'll find out at some point that that's not really rewarding. That's not a lot of fun. If you have a customer on the phone who's not right for you, or maybe they're not in a position to be one of your customers because they're in a really tough financial situation, just be straight and honest with them. Turn people away. You should have, your goal should be to turn 30% of the customers who come to you wanting to buy, turn them away. And say, you know what, I'm not really sure that this is right for you right now because of this. And don't do it just because I said it. Do it because you honestly don't believe they're right for you or your product. Don't just take people's money because they're willing to give it to you. Earn it. Success is always earned. It's never given. You can manipulate people. You can play mind games with them. You can do all kinds of things on the phone. You can do all kinds of creative things online. But earn your success, people. Please earn your success if you want to really feel good about what you're doing. To do this takes self-control and takes discipline. And it requires that you get outside of your head. Because your conscious mind in your head is going to resist. It's going to make you feel all prickly and uncomfortable when you're on the phone with your customers or your prospects, because nobody likes to have those uncomfortable conversations. Nobody likes to be all mushy and touchy and feely. I'm not saying that you have to be, but you have to get out of your head, because chances are that little monkey on your shoulders that's chirping in your ear every day is not really the voice you should be listening to. That little voice that's chirping in your ear, that little monkey on your shoulders that you think is you. And if you're thinking, well, what voice? It's the voice that just said, what voice? All right, that's your conscious mind. That little sucker is your biggest enemy, because you know what? We think that that little voice knows what's right for us, but that's not the case. You'll find out that these are just a little radio that can be turned off. And I'm going to challenge you to just kind of reach in there somewhere and turn him down until he clicks. Just turn it right off. And start listening to something that's deeper than that. And you'll find that this guy's, all he's concerned about is money, paying your bills, paying your mortgage, how much money is in your trading account or your brokerage account or your savings account. That's all he really cares about. This guy doesn't really care about that stuff.
Those guys are two inspirational people.
What I'm taking away is that it's possible.
Very different from all the other trainings that I've been to.
The marketing education that they've offered has really allowed me to grow my business.
Your mission, your purpose, your passion as a marketer, as an entrepreneur. Layer that with integrity and with leadership and with helping others. And you'll find that those will take you most of the way there. I mean, that will be the platform or the foundation that's required. Just like I said, no one really cares how much you know until they know how much you care. If you're in a place where you're looking to help people and you're really listener-focused and you're really committed to them and what they want, they'll sense that you care about them. They'll sense that. They'll get that energy from you, that vibe. They'll just get it. And the minute they get that, they'll be irresistibly attracted to you in a way that they can't really explain. They won't be able to explain why it is that they just like you. They just want to be around you. They'll keep coming back to your website. They'll keep calling you. They'll start following you because you give them something that's in their best interest. That can only come if you're putting out that energy. I don't know there's an old saying, cast your bread, and it's a Bible verse actually, cast your bread upon the water and it'll come back to you after many days. That's what that's about. You have to put out before you can take in. Like, if you can actually do what you're doing with a bigger objective or a bigger reason, and if it includes other people, it's so much more special, so much more rewarding. And to me, over the last 5 years, I've always said to myself, will this make Milo proud? Will this make him proud? This little guy is like my lighthouse. Like, he keeps me and my priorities straight. What is driving you? Think about it. Think about where you are right now in your space, and think about the success that you want to have as an entrepreneur, and think about how you're going to start bridging that gap so that you can close that gap to where you can start to actually have the success that you deserve, because there's no one standing between you and the success you deserve as an entrepreneur other than yourself and your limiting beliefs. There's only so much we can teach you guys. There's only so many modules, so many products, so many conference calls, so many webinars, so many websites. There's only so much that we can do for you. What you do with it is up to you.
CarbonCopyPRO has been amazing for me so far. It's opened my eyes to what can be achieved.
These people care. They really care about your future.
It's just given me hope. It's given me insight into what internet marketing could possibly be.
You know, they do a great job leading us, and really proud to be able to, network with guys like them.